coming up next, and John Johnson is here with the preview. John.
Thanks, Neil. The Pistons can lock their first postseason appearance since 2008-2009 with a win tonight. Also, the Tigers busted out the home whites for the first time in 2016. Nothing like a little day baseball. Jay's got you covered in the highlight lounge. Next.
Here we go. The first pitch of the ball game is a strike called on
After starting the Major League season with 2 consecutive wins in Florida, the Tigers returned home to Comerica Park Friday for their home opener against the New York Yankees. Friday afternoon also marked the Tigers' debut for starting pitcher Jordan Zimmerman. Zimmerman signed a 5-year, $100 million contract with the Tigers in the offseason to shore up their rotation. In the first, Zimmerman got a little help from his defense as they flashed the leather. First batter of the game when Jacoby Ellsbury lifts one into foul territory, and Nick Castellanos will say, "No soup for you." An unbelievable over-the-shoulder grab. Later in the first inning, with a man on, it's Jose Iglesias. He's going to range up the middle and start the fantastic 6-4-3 double play, and boy, did he make that look smooth. Bottom of the first, and it's the Tigers' bat's turn to make some noise. Miguel Cabrera smokes this one in to right. That'll play Ian Kinsler, and it's 1-0 good guys. Bottom of the fourth with 3 ducks on the pond coming up here for Jose Iglesias. And he's going to poke this one in to right. That'll score J.D. Martinez. 2-0 Los Tigres. Starter Jordan Zimmerman was on cruise control today. Here he punches out Chase Headley to end the 7th. Zimmerman would pitch 7 scoreless innings. Then to add icing on the cake, bottom of the 7th, and it's Miguel Cabrera, and he goes all Yaya Torre with this Oppo Taco, his first home run of the season, and what a home opener it would be for the Tigers. They defeat the Yankees 4-0. It's the Tigers' 8th consecutive home opener victory. Tigers hit the field against New York again on Saturday at 1:10 p.m. The Pistons' magic number is down to 1. That's all. Win and you're in, and Detroit has earned every bit of this opportunity this season. They've played excellent basketball and for the majority of the season. And when they've needed to rise to the occasion, they have. The last time Detroit made the postseason was during the 2008-2009 season. Let's fast forward to the fourth quarter, and it's the Reggie Jackson show. Pistons up just 4 when Reggie Jackson drives strong to the basket with the high kiss off the glass, count it, and the foul. He'd make the free throw. Next possession, it's Jackson from downtown, and it's your world, Reggie. We're just living in it. How about one more for good measure? Jackson drives to the rim with the finish in traffic. You can't stop him. You can only hope to contain him. Jackson finishes the night with 39 points, and let's go dancing. The Pistons are headed to the playoffs for the first time since 2009 with the 112-99 victory. Second round of the Masters took place Friday afternoon. Coming into play Friday, 2015 Masters champion Jordan Spieth found himself atop the leaderboard once again. The question remained, could Spieth fend off the hard-charging field as we head into the weekend? Day 2 of the Masters, and there would be a lot of moving parts. Spieth would jump out early. Here on 1 for birdie and a move to 7 under. Yes, sir. Then on the 3rd, it's Spieth from about 100 away, and get on back here. Spieth puts this ball on a string. He'd make the putt to move to 8 under par. Spieth would double bogey the 5th, but here on the 8th for birdie, and this one will touch nothing but the bottom of the cup. Spieth moves back to 7 under. Moment of the day, however, goes to former Masters champion Tom Watson as he plays in his finals Masters tournament. Walking up 18, Watson is received tremendously, and as a golf fan, this is just something you can sit, watch, and enjoy. Out on the heels of Jordan Spieth this afternoon, though, was Rory McIlroy for birdie on 13, and this is just tasty. Then on 16, it'll be Rory again for birdie, and he's going to read this one just right, and that one is a beaut. That would find the bottom of the cup. Rory would finish the day at 3 under, 1 shot off the lead. Jordan Spieth struggled late, but here on 18 to save par and maintain his 1-stroke lead, and that, my friends, is nerves of steel. While it wasn't all pretty, Spieth holds on to the lead at 4 under to lead after 36 holes. The Michigan Wolverines hit the diamond early Friday with the doubleheader against the Golden Gophers of Minnesota. Coming to this weekend's 3-game set against Minnesota, the 17th-ranked Maize and Blue had won 10 of their last 11 games. Friday also marked the Big Ten home opener for the Wolverines. And Friday was just not their afternoon as they were swept by Minnesota during their doubleheader. It's Michigan's first 2-game losing streak since mid-March. Michigan is off on Saturday, but they hit the field against Minnesota again on Sunday afternoon. And finally, in softball, the Michigan State Spartans jumped all over the Maryland Terrapins to the tune of a 12-3 victory. State's victory snaps their 3-game losing streak. And just as we came on air tonight, the Michigan Wolverines softball team took a tough 1-0 loss to Nebraska's Friday night. The loss snaps Michigan's 5-game winning streak. So, tough one there for the Michigan women's softball program. However, big night for the Pistons. Back in the playoffs since 2009. Chauncey Billups was on that team. Rip Hamilton was on that team, Neil. Tayshaun Prince was on that team.
He was also the leading scorer of that team.
Yes,
Is that correct?
he was.
That's what you told me last
Yeah, I mean, talk about excitement. We got Pistons playoff basketball, man.
It's actually Detroit basketball.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
So we'll see what happens. They match up with the Cavaliers, right?
It's potentially a Cavaliers matchup. I think they match up pretty well. Big man, Drummond on the inside. You know, you got Tobias Harris hanging on the wing.
Reggie Jackson in the backcourt, too.
Reggie Jackson's been an all-star all year for him. Fantastic.
I'll tell you what. I think they might have a chance to beat the Cavaliers. They really have a good team. They match up well with the Cavs, as you said.
They do. They got the pieces. They got the guard play, I think. They got the stretch forwards who can guard against LeBron, who can score on their own. And then obviously they can control the paint with Andre Drummond down low. And Morris has been great since they added him.
We'll see what happens. Thanks, John.
We will. You got it.
Coming up next on WBKB News, meteorologist Adam Claiborne will be back with one last look at the weather.